What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope you're well. Hope the pets are healthy. We're going to look at Ethereum. We've just had the Fusaka upgrade today. Sounds like a martial art. I got a black belt in Fusaka. Hey-ya! So we're sitting at 3058, market cap 371 billion, 24 volumes 29 billion. We're going to go over the fundamentals and then we'll get into the TA. So Ethereum, most underrated catalyst of Q4. Ethereum upgrade Fusaka drops December 3rd, which is today. Faster blocks, cheaper gas, smarter scaling. Pectra triggered a 58% move. Fusaka is built to launch harder. Price legs, fundamentals, but not for long. So for anyone who doesn't know much about Fusaka, we'll do a quick little overview here. So what Fusaka is: major Ethereum upgrade combining Fulu, Consensus, Osaka, which is the execution, activating today, December 3rd, 2025. So some key changes: peer DAS validators only download sample data instead of full blobs, lower bandwidth, cheaper layer 2 data posting. More blob capacity, increasing room for rollups to publish data, lower L2 fees. Obviously, Ethereum wants to continue to be the #1 layer 2. Higher blockchain gas limits, EVM improvements, enables more transactions and more complex smart contracts, more predictable blob fees, smoother cost structure for layer 2 networks. So why it matters: cheaper, faster layer 2 transactions for users, easier validator participation thanks to reduced data requirements, stronger decentralization, better developer experience with more room for advanced smart contracts, and it moves Ethereum towards long-term scalability. And obviously with the Ethereum ETF, BlackRock is now going to be making massive amounts of money off their BTC and ETH ETF, which will be bullish in the long term. Even if we get a buy the rumor, sell the news event, BlackRock did move a bunch of Ethereum onto, I think it was Coinbase over the last day. So you could get a buy the rumor, sell the news. We'll have to see how it plays out, but in the long term, this is very bullish. So Crypto Skull says Ethereum will surge more than 100% after the Fusaka update. The next weeks will be the biggest ETH outperformance this cycle has seen, and this cycle will top with new ETH all-time highs. Like I've been saying for 2 years now, position yourself bigly on the ETH ECO. Q1 2026 is our time. I also agree, even if Bitcoin were to dead cat bounce, there will be a rotation into alts, and of course ETH is your most important altcoin that leads the rest. And I do believe we will see new all-time highs for ETH in Q1 2026. So Ethereum decision point: ETH just hit the same trend line that launched May's breakout, now dancing on 260 support. Hold, ignition, lose it, $1,500 trap door. This is make it or break it zone. However, if we look at the technicals, the Elliott wave analysis, quickly jump into the 4-hour chart, we do have 5 waves off the low, and we held a wave 2 pullback. So the bullish level to break is at wave 1 high. And if we can break that, we can push towards 3520 in a wave 3. Now, of course, it could still be going through the correction, and we get rejected here, we roll over, we create one more low. However, I don't think it's that important. I think we will still break out back to the upside. We are currently in an ETH trade, which is 6% in profit. If you want completely free access to my trade signals as well as my daily crypto analysis, all you have to do is take 30 seconds of your time and sign up to Bitfinex. That's it. Send me an email and I will literally send you the link to my Discord where you get my daily crypto analysis, my trade signals, what I'm investing in, when I'm taking my profits. Yours free. 30 seconds sign up to Bitfinex. All right, guys. So if we do roll over, we sweep the low, then I do think we will bounce back to the upside and see continuation towards new all-time highs. Now, if we look at the monthly chart of ETH against Bitcoin, I want you guys to look at the MACD. See where the MACD crossed? This was way back in May, February, April, May of 2020, ETH against BTC. We're just seeing that bullish cross on the MACD once again. As you can see, the histogram is, let me open this up, is turning green once again. So let's go back to 2020. on the weekly chart of Ethereum. Just bear with me here. And I'll show you guys what happened towards the end of 2019 going into 2020. Here's 2019. We saw a nice bounce off the bear market low. Now we're going into 2020, right as we saw the bullish cross of ETH against BTC on the MACD on the monthly. So we pop back over and look at that MACD cross right there. We're looking at about June 2020. You pop back over to the chart of Ethereum against USD and you look at June, and we can go to June 2020 right here, start of the bull run, boom, massive pump to the upside. So we're just seeing that MACD cross once again on the monthly, and I would not be surprised if we do see the massive pump to the upside, which will lead to the massive breakout for Ethereum. So as of right now, I just have the wave count off this bear market low. I will do the entire count from the previous bull markets as well for some context. However, if you take a fib extension from the bear market low, which is down here at $893 up to this wave 1 high, to the wave 2 low, your wave 3 target is going to take you up to 16,000. So that's obviously a massive bullish target for Ethereum, but I do think it's very possible if we go into a super cycle, because what may happen is Ethereum pushes up towards the 7 to 10K range where everybody thinks is going to top out. And then we push up towards that range, and maybe that completes the wave 3 at the 138.2, and then you just see a wave 4 pullback, but you start to chop. That's your bear market. Chop, 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 6,000, 5,000, chop before pushing up towards that $16,000. Potentially in a wave 5, or still just completing that larger wave 3 up to 16,000. That's what I think is likely. I think we could push up towards 7 to 10K and then see a pullback and chop sideways, and we'll be in a bear market, because the bull market has been nothing like previous bull markets. So why should the bear market be anything like previous bear markets? You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at in the short term. I do think if we can get a break of the wave 1 high on the 4-hour chart, we can see a straight breakout and a V-shaped recovery, which would be just incredible. But if we get rejected or we break above it, we fall back below it, that's when you can create a lower low, sweep the lows before continuation. All right, gang, so make sure to sign up to Bitfinex. This will take 30 seconds of your time, and I'll send you the link to my Discord. That's it. Send me an email. It includes my daily crypto analysis for all your favorite projects, including Ethereum, SPX, Bitcoin, XRP, Solana. My exact trade setups, what I'm invested in, when I'm taking my profits, and almost 3,000 members talking all things crypto. Yours free with a 30-second sign up to Bitfinex. That's it. All links down below. Smash up that like button. Subscribe if you're new. See you in the next one. Much love. Take care.